Part 31. It was Sunday night, March 9th. After dinner, I was still hungry. Worse, I was craving something hot. But the food here at the nursing home was, as usual, cold. Tonight the kitchen had been especially lazy, a bag of Lay's chips, a sad excuse for a sandwich, 2 plain slices of bread with a smear of tuna from a can and a cup of ice water. The only hot thing was the burnt, flavorless coffee. I've always liked bitter things: black coffee, dark chocolate. Once, someone close to me asked, "Life is already bitter enough. Why would you choose to taste more bitterness?" I didn't have an answer. Maybe because the bitterness I knew wasn't the kind that could be sweetened. Lately, the urge to write has been growing stronger, partly because my eyesight's getting worse. At the far end of the hallway, an old woman was dying. Her family had come filling the corridor and her room, quietly standing around her bed. They brought yellow flowers, stacks of soda cans and beer, all piled on a table by the door. No one cried. No one spoke. They just stood there, waiting. The air felt heavy, like everyone was holding their breath. I glanced over a few times, then walked away. The staff didn't even look twice. For them, death was routine. This place, the last stop for so many, was like a waiting room for oblivion. By the next day, the old lady had somehow rallied. A final flicker of life. She was sitting up, drinking water, even eating. Her family had already gone home. Most of the people here don't have much family contact left. When they go, they disappear quietly, as if they'd never been here at all. Sometimes I wonder if that's my future too, forgotten before the bed even cools. My voice input keeps glitching, it needs a network connection. The Wi-Fi here comes and goes, cutting off mid-sentence, making a mess of my words. As I struggle to dictate these notes, I think of Charlie and Anian. Charlie was a retired soldier, once part of the Flying Tigers. Old now, confined to a wheelchair, unmarried, and alone. He wanted to write his memoirs but couldn't manage on his own. When Anian heard about it, he volunteered to help. Charlie spoke, and Anian typed. They worked on it for months. I don't even know if they ever finished. It was Wang Daqiu and Guang Tajiang who later told me about it on WeChat, by which time I'd already left Los Angeles. Charlie had promised Anian his Los Angeles house, on one condition, that he accompany him to Hawaii for his final years. Charlie owned another house and even a yacht there. When I heard the news, I was genuinely happy for Anian. He'd told me once that his biggest dream was to own a small boat to sail up the California coast, from Santa Monica to the redwood forests of Northern California. A place with trees and ocean, he said, where I can read in peace. We daydreamed about it together, his sailboat drifting north while I followed by car, carrying supplies. We'd imagined powering everything with solar panels, talking on walkie-talkies, watching the sunlight bounce off the waves by day and the orange reflection of the sunset by night. When it rained, we'd just stop and wait it out. There was no hurry. We laughed like kids making plans for forever. But by the time either of us had enough money to make it happen, he was gone. Later, I heard that Charlie had given his house to Guangtu Chiang instead, then moved to Hawaii alone. I never met Charlie. I don't even know if he spoke Chinese. Guangtu Chiang couldn't speak a single word of English.